Here at the Redcarpet TV, we've got the passion, determination to capture pictures of great moments for your maximum pleasure. Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones. Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones. Bringing breathtaking clips and ultimate thrills, incorporating sights and sounds of special celebration. Everywhere there is celebration, Redcarpet TV is always there. Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones. Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones.
From inception till this present moment, milestones are part of our DNA at Red Carpet. That's why we always bring you nothing but colorful shindigs in and across the country. As you know, tonight has been carefully set to bring you the light through our event stories. We opened the floor with our roving lenses that beamed its light on various party scenes over the weekend. Then we moved to Odo Deidori, Ondo State, for the burial ceremony of a rare gem who called it quits at the age of 83, Madam Olanusimi Olatunbosu. We capped this episode with the 25th coronation anniversary of the Ojomo of Ajira land, as promised last week, Oba Tijani Akinloye. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. My name is Olufumi.
Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones.
When Lagosians gather in their gorgeous look and graceful mien on weekends, there is a palpable cloud of revelry set to percolate the atmosphere and soak every spot of their assembly with passion and happiness. And as you know, every spot of celebration is within the zooming lens of Red Carpet's roving camera. Our roving lens beamed on the Chapel of Christ the Light alongside Ikeja, where the sound of love echoed aloud between Biola Ibrahim and Oluwaseun Akinola, lifting hymns by the guest, heartily ushered in the bride, arm in hand of her father. Then is the wedding of two lovebirds, Damilola and Michael, at the Summit Event Center alongside Ikeja. Topping it up was the cross-section of flashy faces of happy guests that lit up the Summit Event Center alongside Ikeja for the annual celebration of Foha. From the Red Carpet's roving crew, we congratulate all the celebrants.
Breathtaking clips and ultimate thrills, incorporating sights and sounds of special celebration. Everywhere there is celebration, Redcarpet TV is always there. Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones. Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones.
The dirgeful hymns which pervaded the entire Ojota Okpa area of Odudido, Ondo State, on November 2nd, 2018, brought solemn reflections on the journey of life of man and the ephemerality of life. This was at the wake-up service in honor of a woman of inestimable value and the mother in a million, the late Madam Olanusimi Akinrilola Olatubosun. While Mama's corpse was placed at the corner of her house, the environment bubbled with activities. The tempo in the Trenodis increased as the Methodist Church choir sang and led the family members who were in white and wine headgears, and indeed everyone to jiggle lightly to their rhythmic songs. The subtle wriggling whistled down a bit as everyone relaxed to hear the good testimonies about Mama from the community, the church, and the family. Consequently, Mama's life was used as a case study as the presiding priest solemnized lightly. This paved way for the Thanksgiving service. Further hymns brought the service, which drew till late in the night, to a lively close. The night did not just go like that, as gorgeous guests converged at the residence of Mama's younger brother, engineer Jerry Akindolire, where they all had fun afterwards. The gay moment saw them gyrating to the entertaining traditional songs of Lege Cultural Band. The exciting times continued the next day with the pallbearers dancing round the town with Mama's body cocooned inside the casket. And finally arriving at their destination, the Methodist Church, Ododedo. The dances mellowed down as the priest did well in receiving the cups at the entrance of the church. With slow hymns, the casket was taken into the church. Mama's children, who were in cream and green lace, sat at the front pew, looking resplendent. Singing hymns upon hymns, the service went in a smooth sail. Drawing inspiration from the various tributes written about Mama, the Circuit Presbyter, Very Reverend John Omotola, talked on the topic, "Where are you?"
That were written by the children and the family. They are things of inspiration.
The Thanksgiving session followed as everyone danced forward to celebrate with the family of Mama. Prayers were said thereafter for the family. There were special renditions by the choir. And the family danced round the casket. The service drew to an end with a recessional hymn, and Mama's casket was wheeled out of the church. Once again, the pallbearers did mercurial dances with the casket as the train got set for the interment. Mama's body was finally committed to Mother F at the family house. Tears flowed freely as the committals went on the way. That was the final end for a peace-loving woman and a mother in a million. Born in 1935 to the popular Akindolire family of Idori, Mama grew up to become an enthusiast in business early in life. As a result of this, she made her landmark in business and she established her merchandise in cocoa trade, tailoring, and other ventures in Idori, Ondo, Ileoluji, Ilaru, and other towns. A devoted Christian, Mama established peace wherever she was at every point in time. She was indeed a mother and a pillar in her family. At the age of 83, she received the letter from heaven for her to go dwell with God Almighty. Guests then converged at the Olofi Anglican Grammar School field for a lavish reception. In posh cars, suave guests made their way to the venue under two large marquees, which had its interiors and sitting arrangements colorfully decorated. Guests settled down to enjoy every bit of the reception. The enjoyment came in a flurry as guests helped themselves in devouring the sumptuous meals and gulping the tasty wines and other drinks. The height of the merriments came with the performance of the Igiara music crew and the Shegun Wonders Band, which performed simultaneously. All of Mama's children did well in giving their departed beloved mother a befitting farewell. However, Mama's younger brother, engineer Jerry Akindolire, did exceptionally well in giving his sister a funeral to remember. Being the very host of the VIPs in Idori land, Jerry no doubt lit up the ambience with the presence of gladiators of the community. A jolly good fellow by every means, Jerry is a Canadian-based civil engineer. His mien and composure speaks volumes of the gentleman that he is. He bestrides his world together with his radiant and pretty wife, Stella Dolapo Akindolire. Big, bold and beautiful, Dolapo is the prestigious holder of the title of Iyalode of Canada. The easily noticeable want of love between them saw them making sure the party was a huge success. Redcarpet TV spoke with some of Mama's children and other guests.
My mama is very nice. She's always care about me. I love my mommy very much. You know, Mama,
since we have been interact with her, because it's our in-law, he's a nice one. It's a pleasant woman. We will miss her. I can only hope that the big shoe that she left behind, that we'll be able to, do our part. Obviously, she left a big vacuum, and she'll be really, really missed. I come out my icon. Let's do that. You know what I mean by listen. Somebody that cannot take this woman has been my icon when I was a little boy. I brought me where I am That's what I say about that.
TV crew, we felicitate with the children of Mama Olanusimi Akinrilola Olatubosun for giving their matriarch a very befitting funeral, and to Mama's younger brother, Engineer Jerry, and his wife, Iyalode Dolakube. Kudos for their crucial role in the success of the burial.
Redcarpet TV, we are here again, reporting every society event with vivid visuals and striking scripts.
Wherever the celebration is, we are always there.
Redcarpet TV.
Best among the rest.
Redcarpet TV, showcase of milestones.
Showcase of milestones.
The thirst for the thrilling thrills in Ajiro thickened with trapping tough of tinful lines unleashed from the stable of Adewale Ayuba. Ajiro, a tranquil town with tapestry of majesty in Etiosa local government area of Lagos, was on Tuesday, October 23rd, garlanded in glory with a garment of unprecedented glitz that garnished the 25th coronation anniversary of its monarch, Oba Tijani Adetunji Akinloye, the Ojomo of Ajiro land. The week-long activities marking the 25th anniversary got to its peak on Tuesday, October 23rd, with a colorful and elaborate banquet. The conformity of color and concordance of glamour christened the hall with a communicable command of artistic layout. Beauty literally walked on its feet, and this was made eloquent with the surge of urbane personalities into the comfy arena. The yawl of blue and white Ankara fabrics was truly a unifying force and clear indicator that practically accentuated the extensive spread of the occasion across the center of excellence. Virtually everyone who is in one way or the other connected to the community or the royal circle had to abandon their commitment on that busy day to be part of the royal feat bettered by the 25th years of remarkable reign of Oba Akinloye in Ajiro land. The arrival of the monarch slightly altered the tempo of the hall as he moved round to acknowledge the presence of his guests. The pair of the seasoned TV broadcasters, Toyin Kawojue and Madam Kofo, creatively paddled the affairs of the event and carefully navigated any drab juncture with their comic infusion. The celebrant heartily welcomed his guests to the occasion and expressed his delight on the success of the week-long activities that marked his 25th years on the throne of his forefathers. The chairman of the event, Honorable Ademola Dada, former chairman of Island Club, showered encomiums on Oba Tijani Akinloye for the unparalleled development he had brought to Ajiro.
For one to be on the road for
25 years. Our father has been on the throne for 25 years. He has impacted positively on his people. He has developed the Akira land. And it will still continue. By God's grace, we will be here where we will be celebrating 30 years of the throne.
The celebrants thereafter cut the anniversary cake, which consecutively opened the floodgate of photo shoots. Then, the celebration began in full bloom as the celebrants led his royal guests to the dance floor. The Oloris in their numerical order also stepped out on the stage as Bonsue Master brought down the roof with his pulsating melody. Guests had a nice time with an abundant provision of continental dishes and drinks. Talk of eminent personalities who have ever come across the monarch in their journey of life. The occasion was made up of them. But their presence was not really surprising, going by the qualities and characters of Oba Tijani Adetunji Akinloye. He is a monarch with an endearing disposition that would always make anyone crave to know more of him. In the last 25 years on the royal stool of Ajiro, Oba Akinloye has saddled himself with the responsibility of providing service to the people, the community, and humanity. This is the virtue he has held dearly even before he became the Ojomo of Ajiro land. A former secondary school teacher who rose through the rank and file to becoming a principal and later the executive secretary of Etiosa Local Government Education Authority, Oba Akinloye, has in the last 25 years deployed his network of contacts, social influence and technical know-how to transform what used to be a swampy village with deplorable settings into a bustling and commercial center with scenic aquatic splendor. As a renowned educationist, Oba Akinloye took education, healthcare, and infrastructure as non-negotiable legacies that must be bequeathed to his people, and so far, he has pursued these goals with vigor. That partly explains the infectious joy that reigned supreme on every street of Ajiro town as residents trooped out of their blissful mood to celebrate their monarch with magnificence. At the main hall, Ayuba was on the driver's seat of merriment, sending forth the Bonsue Fuji that drew everyone to their feet. Some of his guests spoke to Redcarpet TV.
I thank Almighty God who has given me today to witness the 25th coronation anniversary. I'm very grateful to Almighty God, and I'm thankful to all our people. God bless them.
I want to give glory to Almighty God for having used it for peace, for prosperity of this land. And looking around, you will witness that there are a lot of development in the land. People are thriving. The population is getting larger and larger, it shows that he is a king that God has blessed for the people. And I pray he will live long on the throne of his father in good health.
Prince is one of the most peaceful in Ajinoland. He met a virtually disorganized society, which he organized into a modern city that is called Ajira of today. He was also able to weld the different people, communities together so that young and old, man and woman, Christian or Muslim, in Nigerian land of today, everybody is one.
Obasateru II Ojomo of Ajiran. I rejoice with him today on the anniversary of his silver jubilee. He was a young man when he came on the throne of his father, and he had what it takes to be the king, and he has exhibited the qualities in the past 25 years. Ajiran has gone from a small town to a big, developed, modern town. It's not a standoffish Oba. He's an Oba that actually replicates what a Yoruba Oba should be. And I pray that the Almighty will elongate his life on the throne and make him more prosperous, and may his tribe continue to increase. I'm happy to be here today because I was part of the beginning and I'm still part of the Silver Jubilee, and I pray that he will celebrate his Golden Jubilee on the throne of his fathers.
From the Redcarpet TV crew, we congratulate Oba Tijani Adetunji Akinwuyi on his 25th coronation anniversary as Ojomo of Ajiran land.
Congratulations to Ojomo of Ajiran land, Oba Tijani Akinwuyi, on his 25th coronation anniversary. And to the children of Madam Olanusimi Olatunbosun, we congratulate you on the success of the burial of your matriarch. As usual, we'll be back again next week for more entertaining stories, so stay tuned. My name is Olufumi. Do have a fabulous week ahead.